Hey guys, what's going on and welcome to a brand new video. This video is your Leeds United versus Millwall preview. Of course, we're away. That's why I'm wearing the away kit. We are away in this game, and it's not going to be an easy game because Millwall are undefeated. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games, so it's not going to be the easiest game. I thought it might have been easy. I didn't realize they were unbeaten in the last 7 games. I did not realize that. But yeah, let's go and talk about the last 6 games we played against them. The last time we played against them in 2024 was the 2-0 win. 2023 was the 3-0 win. 2020 was a 3-2 win, so recent times we've been the way better team. Before them was a 2-1 loss in 2019, a 3-2 win in 2019, and a 1-1 draw in 2018. So recent times show that we have the advantage over Millwall, winning our last 3 games against them. Overall in the last 6, it's been 1 win for Millwall, 1 draw, and 4 wins for Leeds United. We have scored 13 goals in that time, and they've only scored 7, 14 yellow cards for Millwall, 0 reds, and Leeds United have 9 yellow cards and 1 red card, which was the game in 2019 that we lost 2-1. So the game that we lost, we had a red card. Besides then, we won every single other game. But Millwall, let's talk about Millwall's recent performances. I just made that up apparently because they did lose against Cardiff. I thought I heard something about them being undefeated in their last 7. But no, they're undefeated in their last 5 with 2 draws and 3 wins. So the last 3 games are 3 wins in a row. Let's go through their recent games. They lost to Cardiff 1-0, but ever since then they drew with West Brom 0-0, which is a good result. They then drew with Derby 1-1. They then beat Plymouth 1-0, beat Swansea 1-0, and then beat Burnley 1-0. So 3 good results in a row for Millwall, being unbeaten in their last 5 and winning their last 3, or being 1-0 scorelines. Now let's get into the lineup, because if you look at the table as well, they're 7th in the league. Maybe that's what I heard. Maybe they was 7th in the league, because they're in 7th in the league at the moment with 5 wins, 4 draws, and 4 losses on 19 points. We're on, of course, 7 wins, 5 draws, 1 loss on 26 points. So they're only 7 points behind us. So a win here from Millwall will be massive for them. Not only that they can get closer to us, which they wouldn't be far off, 2 wins if they beat us. They also will push themselves probably into the top 6 at the end of the week as well. Going into this game, how do I think we're going to line up? Meslier will, of course, start in goal. And this is the question. Do you bring Bogle back in or do you start with Byram? Because I think Byram, if you look at what Fark normally does with his players, if nothing, whatever happens, if the other player comes in and performs, they keep their spot. That's what normally happens under Fark. And Byram, in my opinion, has done enough to keep his spot ahead of Bogle. Because I think, and now this might be wild to say, if Bogle didn't get his 5th yellow card, right? I could see a world where Firpo doesn't start and actually Byram stayed in that position, because I think in the last 2 games, Byram has been great. Byram has not had a bad performance in the last 2. I think he's been good in both. So is there a question of, do you keep Byram in? I know a lot of people will say, no, Bogle comes back in because the season, how he started, relatively well, besides the first 1 or 2 games. Besides that, done well. But is there a question? Because in my opinion, Byram's done enough to keep his spot in the team. So it'll be a question of what will Fark do. In my opinion, I'm going with Byram. I'm sticking with Byram in the right back position. We're then going to have the centre backs, of course, of Strauch and Rodon. They, of course, keep their spots. Firpo into the left back. So happy he's back because he's so great on the attack. And I know what I said about Byram. I'm playing at left back and Firpo being on the bench if Bogle didn't get his 5th yellow card. But that's just me thinking of what Fark would think. But I'm so happy Firpo is back because him in attack is just great. The midfield 2 will, of course, be Rothwell and Tanaka. And there's actually a really big question of when Ampadu and Gruev come back. Do they even get back in the team, either of them? Because Rothwell and Tanaka are playing very well together at the moment in the midfield too. You then got the 3 in front, which in my opinion, I think we're going to go with James. Because, it was question, will he be available in the last game? He was, scored, played well. I mean, what a finish as well. And had a great performance in my opinion. I think he's going to keep his spot on the right. Dan James on the right. We're going to have Aronson down the middle. We're going to have Nonto on the left. And Joel Pirro keeps his spot in the number 9. Because yet again, he's had another good performance, Joel Pirro. People question him and question, I guess, not last performance, but performance before them was not good. Everyone can see that. Everyone can see he went invisible in that game. But the last performance he just had, he's got his shirt. He's the number 9. He's the striker. He's the striker. Joseph is not going to take that off him for this game, and it's obvious. I think he deserves to be the striker. I actually think the way it's going, Pirro might be the top goal scorer in the league. If he continues his form now, he did start like this last season, remember? When he first came in, he started like this. He would score a bunch of goals, and then he kind of went a bit silent towards the end of the year. You know, he kind of went a bit silent, like goals wise, and then stopped. You know, that's when we were questioning him, and that's when Bamford came in January. But yeah, so at the moment, Piro keeps his spot. I hope he keeps doing what he's doing. Score predictions. I'm going to go with a Leeds United win. I'm going to go 2-0. I'm going to say it's a 2-0 win, but I'm going to say it's one of those 2-0 wins where it's very, very tight at 1-0 for most of the game. And then right at the end, in like the 87th minute, we'll get the second goal to seal the game. Goal scorers, I'm going to go Dan James yet again and Joel Piro yet again. I think both of them will score and we'll win this game 2-0 Leeds United. Let me know in the comments down below your score predictions, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.